So there's one thing I'd like to discuss before we wrap up this chapter. So let's head back to our category code. Now over here we've hard-coded a list of categories which are coming in from our data. So is this a good idea to hard-code this within our app? Now this could work for cases where you know that all the data sets that are going to be used within your application have the same way of classifying elements, same categories if you're using Revit, or the same levels if you're using MicroStation as examples. So you want to make sure that the categories are uniform across all data sets, and then this could work. But if not, then you probably want to put some other mechanism in there to handle your visualizations. So an example is you could potentially have some sort of caching mechanism where every time a user opens a brand new model, they could select the categories to come up with their ideal view for that particular data set, and that could be cached or stored somewhere. And when the user reopens that same model, those categories can be fetched and the custom view can be prepared. And one last thing about these custom visualizations of refining your model. Now this is completely optional. You might not have to do it for your particular use case. So in this case, we're making a smart house. We want to look inside our house, so it makes sense. But you may be working with a use case or a data set where your view is already perfect and you don't need to do any of this work. So do consider that before you put any time into it. So in conclusion, in this chapter, we learned about categories, about view attributes, and how to use those two to refine your model visualization. And we applied this to come up with a really nice view for our model. And I think it's about time we connect it to some smart device data. So let's get that going next.